Sheffield Wednesday 5-minute view from the Cop. Another draw. 3 on their bounce now. 1-1 at home to Charlton. Another one of those sides coming into the match. They're probably safe. I mean, I think they're enough points above the drop, really. But what a poor side, really. I mean, one of the poorest sides that I've seen. I think, we've seen some decent sides recently. We've seen Leicester with all the superstars massively underperforming. We've seen Coventry. But yeah, 1-1. Is it a fair result? I think, me and other Wednesdayites around us were sort of saying we sort of feel cheated really a little bit now, and this is how far we've come, really. How far we've come from that situation where you're just expecting to lose every week to being disappointed, only getting a draw against a team. And I have actually seen the highlights, but because I wanted to see their goal again, which was, it was quite well taken, really, to be fair. Managed to just sneak it in. It looked, because I was over on the Cop, obviously, so it was over the far side, and it just looked like we just left him to it. Looked like another poorly defended goal. I thought he did quite well, actually, to score. But really, I mean, they hit the bar, they hit the post. Looking at the highlights, it looks like they had the vast majority of the game. Well, they didn't. I mean, we had almost 70% possession, and we had, I think, 9 shots to their 12, but they had 3 on target. We had 2 on target. Sounds quite even-ish, but I think we probably seemed to me anyway, we looked like the more threatening in build-up. And this is important. This is in build-up. So basically, we got into some good positions. We played some good balls, not necessarily to somebody. So it was like everybody's on different wavelengths, and you did wonder sort of where it's going to come from. I mean, obviously we got Yates. It's interesting because so no Ingleson in the middle. I'm guessing that he was injured, not even on the bench, and probably a good game to give him a bit of a rest if there's such a thing. But we're still believing that we can get something. And fair enough, we got a point today, but a bit disappointed we didn't get 3. So thinking about the team, so we've got in the middle we got Heskey and Chalabar, and Chalabar has shown since his comeback that he's got something about him. He's got skills. He got called up for England back in the day. You can sort of see seems to put a challenge in well. He shields the ball really well. Things I noticed about that, and I think when we scored our goal, I think he had a hand in that. But one thing I did notice is that Max Lowe seemed to be pushing up quite a bit, and so did Palmer, very successfully. I thought Liam Palmer had a really good game, and you've got to say, next season, if he wants another season, I think he's going to be a good player in League One. We'll just have to see. I'm not sure we're going to get a Max Lowe. I think he'll probably move on, along with people like Deshaun Bernard, who we'll probably not see again. Really, I don't know. We'll have to see, don't we? But I'd heard that we've got 7 players at the end of the season potentially, given that everybody else's contracts will be up and they'll be off. And I suppose of those 7, that Pierce Charles would be one of them. So I think he's still in contract. But you would think that somebody's going to come in with a big bid for him. Quite a frustrating game really today. I think we settled down to play to the opposition that we were playing, and we were not that good really, apart from in spells. And we did have a point. I mean, when we scored and equalised, they then seemed to come at us and we sat back. I mean, I think at the point we were looking at bringing on we were thinking about bringing on Moses, and he basically sat back down, put his tracksuit back on and sat back down. We did fetch him on later on. I just think we just got the upper hand at that point, and we could have pushed on really and got that final goal. We did try towards the back end, but you just don't know whether we were looking like we were protecting a draw. We don't need to do that, you know. It's not like I'd probably just rather just see us go for it, and I could just see, you know, because they just seemed to be playing Fergie time at the end. They seemed quite a dirty team. I'll just put that down to the fact that they're battling to survive. Certainly we've been battling to survive all season. I don't think that we do that, but they seem to be a little bit of a dirty side. And yeah, I mean the referee was just playing on and on and on at the end, in the hope that they were going to get a goal, but no, they didn't, and they wouldn't have deserved one. I think if they'd have come out winners today, that would have been a bit of a travesty, not because we were much the better team, but they were just not that good really, and you can see why they're down there, but they'll survive, and it's looking like it's probably going to be between it's going to be us, Leicester look like they're gone, and potentially Oxford. Yeah, some interesting matches coming up, I think. Okay, well, yeah, not so bad. We're limping on to the end of the season, and you know we still hope that we're going to do it, and I think, you know, we might do in the next match. We just need a little bit more bite going forward, and I think perhaps if we can get Ingleson back in, I think that'll help us a little bit. Okay, bye for now, and up the Owls.